Broadcast Network family, GMAP1.com. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, please welcome Carl Robertson to our Broadcast Network family. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Well,
Very fine.
I knew you were doing fine. I just wanted to hear you say it. Introduce yourself, man. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from. Who is Carl Robertson?
Well, I'm Carl Robertson. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. Now I live in Oklahoma. Uh, I am recently published writer, a book of poetry called Titans of Corruption and Other Poems, which was released at the end of July. Uh, and that's what I'm doing now.
You know,
I'm basically retired and dealing with my writing.
you know, I know for a fact that this is going to be an outstanding read for many people around the world. I'm just so excited that you have allowed us this opportunity to be a part of your journey. And you know what? When we speak of it and think of it, I want you to just share a little bit, if you don't mind, what this particular publication entails. What is it about? Tell us the content of it.
Well, Titans of Corruption is a book written by me based on my own life experience. And that life experience entails Black people as a whole. Uh, it's a collection of poems pointing out various uh, indiscretions, inequalities, racial strife, ostracism, things being brought against people, our people, uh, behind closed doors. And many a times it's unknown. I wrote a post in my page on Facebook called Expo Corruption. And in that post, I mentioned Colin Kaepernick. The reason I mentioned that was this is a man who was well known throughout society, football. And look how he was ostracized in the view of the public only because he kneeled and what he believed was a wrong within this nation.
Wow. You know, I
There's others
uh huh.
just like him. I'll give him and say there's others just like him, but they're not known and they're ostracized. Some holds them down, puts them down. The first poem in the book of Titans Corruption is called Indignation. And it talks about how an individual is just destroyed by somebody else's power. And when they do this, they don't only do it to that one individual, they do it to the family. But this is nothing new to us. They've done this to us throughout our lives within this nation. And they do it now in the period that it's not happening, but it's happening.
Right. Wow. I tell you, I'm excited. Number one, that you have accepted the invitation to be a part of the GMAP Broadcast Network family, allowing us to help, disseminate and present this publication and information to people around the world. Number two, I'm excited that you have made a decision to be here with us on this afternoon. And of course, number three, I'm excited because you have allowed us to be a part of your journey. Now, when I look at this publication, I know that it is going to be an exciting read. For those that don't know, now you know that, of course, Kyle Robertson is a part of the GMAP Broadcast Network family as one of our featured authors. And of course, you can stop by GMAP Broadcast Network at any time, GMAP1.com. You can click on the cover that I'm currently showing you on our split television screen. It will take you to the necessary location to find out more information and details about the author as well as the publication. I know for a fact that people are really excited and they're getting into the mood of going ahead and show their love, care, concern, and support. If they wanted to, at this time, take advantage of the opportunity to allow this publication to be a part of their bookshelf, a part of their archive, and share it with some of their family, followers, and friends, what would be what would be the process if they wanted to purchase and show their support for you? How can they get a copy of this publication?
Well, right now the book is or with Barnes and Noble, is with Amazon, uh, Apple, iTunes, I believe, and that's and a few others. That is what I know right now. When I've gone into some of those sites to look for the book, I can't find it. But if you put the title of the book, Titans of Corruption and Other Poems, or Titans of Corruption, or my name, Carl Robertson, you should be able to pull up the book. Right now, the hardcover right now is going for $21.99, and the soft cover is $11.99. But I believe that they're on certain of these sites, I think there might be a cheaper price, but I'm not sure.
Okay, and of course we don't want them to forget about little old GMAP broadcast network down here in the lower left hand corner of everything. And of course we're in small print, and I want you to understand that most of the time small print is the most important print on the paper. You can stop by GMAP broadcast network and click on the cover, and it will take you to the necessary location when you get to that point that you want to show your love, care, concern, and support by purchasing a copy of this awesome publication. Now, I also realize that people may, in fact, want to reach out to you, Carl, and talk to you on a more individual basis. Is there a contact number or contact information that you can share with our viewers and listeners that will allow them to connect with you?
Well, I would rather individuals come by email. And my email address would be CA Robertson, Robertson, 58 at yahoo.com. They can contact me that way. And then once communications go, if we're communicating, then I can provide them that information.
Okay.
But I would like to also say to you, Pastor, I appreciate what you've done. I appreciate being on this program. I appreciate being in this position to where I can speak to others as well as to yourself. You made me think about a few things, and you know that's love itself, and I appreciate that, and I hope that many individuals understand that this book is, yes, it's my book. It's written by me, but it's for us, and it's to point out things that many of us just don't realize. You know, I mean, things are good in this nation in many ways, but they're bad in many ways also.
Oh wow, well said. I tell you, I'm overly excited, and I thank God for this opportunity. And of course, I know that there are many people that are contemplating getting themselves in a position to move forward and follow their dreams. And if they decide to be a writer or doing a publication or whatever, they may be looking at you as a role model, saying, I really want to dive in and do what Carl has done, and that's follow his dreams and write what's on his heart. You know, if in fact we know that there are somebody that you are being a role model to, and they needed some encouragement, what words of inspiration would you want to, or be willing to share with them today?
Well, I'm 66 years old, and one of the points within this book, I have written several points between that time and now. Years ago, I believed that I would be published around 1980. But I was not published. My first book was not published until 2021. Only thing I can say to anyone is be yourself, believe in yourself. believe in what you're saying if you're writing or if you're speaking. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with the people around you. Treat others the way you want to be treated. And don't give up. Don't stop. Don't allow things to fall on top of you or in front of you and say you can't do it no more. The last poem in this book is called To Climb. And that's what it means. Keep on. Just keep on going.
Wow. You know, I'm a firm believer, Carl, that your destiny was determined before your delivery. I'm a firm believer of
I
that.
believe that.
And I believe that
I
the
believe that.
things that people go through, the trials and tribulations, the setbacks, the downfalls, the doubt, the fear, the anger, even the gossip, is supposed to happen to them. It's supposed to happen to them because it makes them better, it makes them stronger, it gets them in a position to follow their heart, their dreams, and God's recommendation for them. So I'm a firm believer that that is something that must happen to them to make them better individuals. Again, we thank God for you here on the GMAP Broadcast Network. We're going to be, inviting you back simply because we're going to want to hear more about you in this publication
Thank
in
you.
detail, one chapter at a time, if possible. We're going to walk through the entire publication and let you know the content of what it's all about so you can make that decision to share your love, care, concern, and support. I'm going to move over and I'm going to let you share exactly what's on your heart with the people around the world. So, Carl Robertson, I'm moving over and the floor is yours.
What's on my heart? One part is that within this nation that I live, that I love, we are falling apart. This is nothing. It's just beginning to get worse. I've written this book for my people, for my Black people, but not only for my Black people, but for all Americans to try to understand when you hurt one individual, you hurt all. When the government, the rich, get away with hurting one individual, they now know they can get away with it with someone else. We must stand. We must stand as a united people first, as Black people, standing, believing in ourselves, bringing our self respect back, knowing that we are not below, but above. I have no fear of that man out there trying to hurt me because one day my Lord will take me from this world. So the only thing I can do is be who I am.
Mm,
Some will like me, some will not.
mm,
But I'm just going to be who I am, and I am Carl Robertson.
wow.
I am a Black man
Mm,
who believe in my people.
wow. Wow. Man, well said. I appreciate you. Again, I'm going to be reaching out to you, inviting you back because I have some tremendous plans. And I believe that God is placing it in my heart and in my spirit to allow this publication, as well as yourself, to have an opportunity to reach out to people like never before. We're going to be inviting you back soon. I'm going to give you a follow up call and let you know where we go from here. But until then, I want you to continue to do what's on your heart, mind, body, and soul. Present you as well as this publication to people around the world, informing them of what it is that God intends for them to know and recognize. We appreciate you, Carl. We'll be calling you back and inviting you back. Until then, we want you to continue to be blessed and be a blessing to people around the world via the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. Featured author Carl Robertson here, providing great information, content, and well as this publication to you. And we want you to show your love, show your care, concern, and support because I know for a fact it is going to be a fabulous, fabulous incorporation into your archives on your bookshelf to share with family, followers, and friends. Carl, you be blessed. I'll talk to you soon. Until then, you take care and have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, okay?
Yes, and thank you, Pastor, and you be blessed as well. I appreciate it.
Amen. Carl Robertson here on the GMAP Broadcast Network.